Hello everyone, welcome to Fijian Investment Trader, known as Fijian Traders. This is Mr. Singh. Plug Power, ticker symbol PLUG. What a phenomenal, outstanding, fabulous day on Friday we had, right? We broke the $3.25, our major resistance level. Then we came all the way to $3.94 was on the aftermarket, but we did close $3.81, even though the market closed at $3.90. Well, before I dive and start talking and breaking down my charts and everything, we gotta talk on the fundamentals because we have a lot of good, the bad, and everything to cover on Plug Power. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We have a lot to cover on this. So Jeff Osborne from TD Cowen maintained the buy rating of Plug Power price target of $7. I still don't believe it's a $7. This stock, it needs to be over $20. It is so cheap, so given price, and I couldn't even resist to jump in on that. And I've been trading this stock over 4 years now, and going at a discounted price, right? Jeff Osborne has given a buy rating due to the combination factors, including the financial stability and strategic incentives, which we discussed on my previous video. The Plug Power has secured a sufficient fund through the 2024 and consensus regarding the financial ability, anticipating of $1.6 billion loan from Department of Energy (DOE) and expected a conditional approve shortly provides a optimistic company's future for the financial structure. However, Osborne recognizes Plug Power commitment reducing the cash burn with a projected drop over 1 billion on 2023 underpinned on the cuts of a capital expenditure and the positive inventory of tailwinds. The company's cost-saving strategy includes freezing additional funds facility of 75 million to reduce costs and demonstrate funds for the department. So we knew, right? We knew what happened. Well, I discussed it in my previous video about the Georgia, the need, the cost cutting of 75 million, and I'm glad to see it wasn't a big impact on the earnings came out, right? So these are some good news coming in. The only downfall on this, if the loan doesn't go through, right, you will have an impact on the stock market. But DOE, the Department of Energy, if they are doing it, they have brought their names up. I won't be seeing them backing it out, right? Another news, right? Plug Power seems demand for hydrogen-based power backup system for data centers, right? Plug Power said on Friday expects to demand a green hydrogen fuel cell storage systems in the data center systems to pick up in second half of 2025. The company said due to the restriction of diesel engines and the continuous power supply, the fuel cells use green energy, which is a zero carbon energy fuel used for a backup power option for data centers. Imagine, right? We always have a backup, generators, the backup systems. We always have that, right? But this is gonna be a big play. Centers start using it. When you look, there are three major data center operators, and the Plug is engaged in planning some initial deployment tests. And Plug CEO Andrew Marsh is on a conference call without the operators. I don't think it's the 2024 event. I think it's gonna be a late 2025 where they start seeing some developments all from that scale. Great. Electricity demand in the United States is expected to boom over power hungry artificial intelligence database centers, with utilities reporting deals with a load of this year or two. Great. Growth, development. We want to hear with that, right? Breezing through on another article. Gawal says going concern issue has resolved and shares rises, right? Shares of hydrogen fuels Plug Power went up to 6.4%. 64% will be get up to $3.76, right? Key things: there's no longer substantial doubt of company's ability to continue growing consent, right? Also reduces employee of 290 on ongoing as a cost reduction incentives. That's the part that doesn't touch me very well, because I really don't want people to lose their jobs, but sometimes companies do that in order to maintain that. Revenue stood out to be 891 million, which is 27% from year to year, right? And last one, uh, plug power no longer has going a consent thread. What does it mean? Kind of has a breakdown of this is right here. The company said has sufficient cash on hand and ability to fund its operators and foreseeable future. However, it still posted a large loss of 1.3 billion per share, and the revenue is 800. So their cost is so high, their revenues cannot sustain that, which needed to reduce on that, right? But having those funds available will help them in order to succeed. Well, still here, folks. 20,000. I have not added, as I wanted to add another 10,000 shares. I have not added on plug power, but I am gonna be keeping an eye. If there's gonna be another drop, definitely gonna be adding more shares on plug power. But I'm sitting at a very stable position and monitoring where I'm gonna be doing my next entry point if I need to load more shares. I was expecting to load another 10,000 shares, but I have not, because I am waiting and seeing some technical drop points if there's a pullback happen, right? So far, let's talk on the technical side, and then we'll discuss why I was thinking about it, right? So on Friday, beautiful setup. We went low of $3.25 and went high. Aftermarket was $3.94. Massive run on that. Clearly see that my blue line, which is the beautiful 60-day EMA, was acting as a support, and throughout the day. So was a wonderful 5-day chart. We're gonna pull on the 5-day. You can clearly see that we've been having these roller coaster highs, and with time and time we do struggle. We absolutely do struggle over 390 area right now, and we doesn't love that breakout pattern. So overall, on kind of up and down, like a two from 295 all the way to the high of 395, it was a week to date. 1 month, here you go, folks. 1 month, this is very important. And why I'm so pumped up, why I'm so excited, because the gap between the 200-day EMA and my 60-day, which is the blue line, is closing. And I did mention it's been trading sideways, right? What this pull was the earnings. They did that. And then, but we guess what, we came and we rose. Now we closed the market on Friday above those moving average, and look at this blue line. It is sitting at $3.50, and my pink line, which is my 200-day EMA, is sitting at $3.57. What we need a confirmation is this blue line cross over the pink line. It is a clear indication of an uptrend. Everything is pointing towards an uptrend. Everything is lining towards an uptrend, and is going to be showing an uptrend very soon, right? We want to shift the gear to the 6 months, right? And then the 6 months, we were so optimistic, same as me, right? When we had this merger over here, but we didn't close, right? We did have this dropout right here. But on the 6 months, we can clearly see that the blue line sitting at $3.58, and the pink line sitting at $8.80. So there's a massive, we did close today. Once again, we did close the market on $3.89, but the aftermarket, we did finish at around $3.10, right? So technically, buy books, yes we did, but it doesn't seem me right to say it. But this support level right here is still sitting at $3.25. And I'm gonna be very optimistic to put any other resistance, but I'm gonna have it at $5.65, because the next one is definitely gonna be come around right here, which is gonna be about $4.62. But I'm not gonna draw the chart, because I want to make sure my chart is very clear for you guys to see it and have understanding what is going around, right? But we need to have this crossover very soon. But that's on the 6 months. In order to do that, the first needs to be crossover is the 3 months, right over here. We need this crossover, right? So we're gonna shift the gear to 1 year, and what I'm going to be saying at the end is what is my projection of how we're going to be closing it, right? Clearly see that the blue line sitting at $4.14, right, which is going to be indication of an uptrend as well. And the next one is going to be at sitting at big one, massive big one. Is the pink line is sitting at $6.39. So sitting somewhere around there. I'm excited. Sorry, $6.93 is going to be sitting right over here, which I'm really excited about it, right? So what are we looking on making our headways on the week coming up for us is going to be on the 3 months. We got to break this beautiful line, right? and come and test that $5.16. We come to $5.16, we sit around there comfortably, then is going to be in confirmation of uptrend, but everything is pointing towards an uptrend. That's my saying, is everything is pointing towards that, right? Everything is beautiful. It has the crossover even though we had uptrend, but everything is shifting the gear towards it. RSI, I'm going to enlarge my RSI right over here, right? You can see we are still on the neutral side right here, right? Everything is pointing towards upwards, right? And that's why I'm very optimistic about it. And even on my MACD, you can clearly see on my MACD, right, it is still as an uptrend. Everything is pointing about thing. News like this we boosted, but when the $1.6 billion loan gets approved, oh boy, we have a roller coaster beautiful ride coming in. So we got to keep an eye what's going to be happening very soon. So folks, thank you for watching it. Stay tuned for next video coming up. I appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification, so definitely don't miss when the video pops up right away. And I'll be constantly do a video 3 to 4 times in a week on plug power and the stocks on my portfolio, what I do, what I invest, how I invest, and what are the key areas I'm looking at. Plug Power should be over $20 stock in my books, and I'm really excited to see that it's coming in the next future. So thank you very much.